just shadow somebody. Find someone that's super successful, that's in your area, or maybe in the field that you want to dive into, and just be their assistant. Work for free. Tell them, I'll do anything you need me to do. I'll work 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, whatever you need me to do, I'll do it. And I just tell them, like, learn the space, and you're going to learn that either you really like it or you hate it, because you're going to mirror that person. Maybe they work too much and you don't want to work that much, or maybe they're super sad or stressed out. Shadow that person. First, realize that if you like it, right, in the first couple months. Then if you do like it and you love it, fall in love with it and shadow every single thing that person is doing and mimic it.
Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Unleash Your Power. I'm your host, Jeffrey Pinzon. Today, I have the great pleasure of sitting down with Ashton, who is the visionary CEO of Posting Agent, a company that helps out thousands of realtors grow their business in social media organically. He has helped out numerous agents from 1 to 10 transactions annually on how to scale their business in social media, and he's actually doing it with other businesses as well. So I'm actually excited about having him on our podcast because I want to get to learn from this young man. He's only 22 years old and he's kicking butt. So without further ado, Ashton, thank you for being here, my man.
Thanks, brother. I appreciate it. I'm really excited. Yeah,
brother, man. Let's jump right into it. You're 22 years young. How did you come up with your company? Like, what was the background?
Good
behind
question.
It?
100%. So I graduated high school. And my senior year, I was like halfway through my senior year, and I had a girlfriend at the time. And I had no money. I was like, man, what am I going to do? It's Christmas coming up. I need to get her a Christmas present. Like, I have no money. What am I going to do? So I decided to get a job, and I found this real estate agent who was local in my area who needed a person to put up their open house signs. So I started putting up open house signs for him weekly, and then I just fell in love with real estate. I was trying to leave school early to go to his office and learn more and put out more open house signs or do open houses for him, whatever I could. So that introduced me into real estate. I got my license right when I turned 18. Wow. Started selling real estate for him. He decided to bring me under his team, and he taught me a lot. And he's actually Angel and Patty. You guys might be familiar with him. Yeah, super respect to him. He taught me almost everything I know about real estate. And then, as being younger in the real estate space, I was heavily on social media, and I was posting these property tours throughout the week of all the homes that I was viewing in my area. And I started to get a lot of business through posting these property tours, and people were asking me, hey, where's this property located? Can I come see it this weekend? And asking me all this, and I was able to, get a lot of leads this way. So then I was, telling Angel, I was like, hey, I'm doing this great thing on social media. Like, I think other people should know about this. He's like, hey, on our next meeting, tell the whole entire office about what you're doing. I was like, got it. So I got up there and I'd show them, hey, these are the property tours I'm doing. I'm getting this amount of leads. I'm getting this amount of engagement. Here you go. And one of the realtors in the office was like, hey, what if I just pay you to post the same property tours on my page that you're creating for yourself? And I was like, well, how much would you, he's like, how much would you charge me? And I was like, $99 a month. And he's like, absolutely. So I was like, okay, there's a business here for sure. So, it was him was the first one, and then a couple other people in my office. And then I just started cold calling realtors, that I could find on, kw.com or exp.com.
Were you hitting like the top realtors or?
Yeah, I was just calling anybody I could possibly know. And I was just, super easy pitch. I was like, hey, my name's Ashton. I'm local in the area. I do some pretty cool stuff on social media. Are you available for a quick 5-minute Zoom call this week? And I was getting a lot of Zoom calls, and a lot of people were, saying yes to my product, which was just posting these property tours and growing their following on social media. So that's how it really started, was just me doing it myself and then turning it into a product, from that point forward.
What motivated you for yourself to go out there and shoot these property tours?
I think it was more, I realized that, all of my clients were on Zillow all day long, right? And I was paying for a company that was posting for me, and they were posting just blog posts, and I wasn't getting any engagement. And then I heard this real estate coach say one time, hey, the more conversations you start, the more deals you close. So I was like, okay, what's a good way that I could close or start more conversations to close more deals? And I thought, okay, well, if Zillow is putting all these homes on a website, let me do the same thing and put these homes on my Instagram page, because then people might reach out to me that way. So, and I didn't want to just post pictures of them, so I decided to just go out and make these cool, property tours on my iPhone, and then just post them, and I saw an immediate success, which was really cool. Yeah.
What were some challenges that you experienced throughout the process?
Throughout that, I would just say the time, going out, editing the video, taking the time to go out to all these different houses and editing them and posting it, but it wasn't too hard. It was pretty cool. Yeah.
What was that process from that first agent that told you I'm gonna pay you $99.
Yeah.
How did you turn that into an actual business?
Yeah, so the next thing I did from there was I decided I needed some help, so I decided to bring my brother on. And my brother was working a finance job, and he's 26 now. And I said, hey, I'm doing this amount a month, this amount of revenue. If I hit, this next goal, will you quit your job and come work for me? Oh, wow. And he was like, absolutely. So that motivated me to get to that next point. And then we got to that, certain revenue, and then he quit his full-time job. He was making like $100,000 a year. And yeah, he's like, I'm taking this chance. And then he came and helped me. And then we hired, 4 other people. And now we have 12 employees that work for Posting Agent. Yeah.
12 employees.
12 employees.
And what specifically are they doing now for the agents?
Yeah, so the 12 employees that are in the office are primarily just like posting directly for them, growing their following by engaging with people on their behalf, and then just kind of doing some office work and making some phone calls, support, and things like that. But besides the people that we have in the office, we're in 11 different states where we work with agents. But in California, for example, we have 65 content creators across the state. So these 65 content creators, go out to all these different open houses and make content. And we'll get into that later. But so we have a lot of people that are part of the process, which is great. Wow. Yeah.
How was your upbringing? Like, did your parents have that entrepreneurship mentality, or?
So my dad owns his own business. He owns a courier service, and he has a couple of drivers that work for him. But my mom was always just kind of stay-at-home mom. In 2008, we lost our home. As a lot of families did. So that always kind of, had my interest in real estate after that happened. I was really young when that happened, but I was like, man, this real estate stuff is very interesting. So I always wanted to know a little bit more about it and see it. So, my upbringing was awesome. I have 2 older brothers. Obviously, being the youngest, they motivated me a lot, and I look up to them. And my dad's awesome, super hard worker, super consistent. Monday through Friday, he's working no matter what, never takes any days off. So definitely learned a lot from that point, just being consistent and, being from there. Yeah.
Were you very outgoing in high school? How were you in high school?
I was very outgoing in high school. I played, football. Had a lot of good friends in high school. So yeah, high school was a good time. Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
So working with Angel, right? You mentioned that you work with Angel and Patty. They're very successful in the real estate space. Like, what are some key things that you learned that then you started implementing into your business? Because you were a realtor, you have sold over 150 homes as well. So what are some stuff that you learned that you use that plus what you're doing in social media? How did you combine those two?
Absolutely. I think the number one thing I learned from them is that he has, I know a lot of people don't know about this about him, but he has this thing called an agenda, and he uses it on a Google sheet. And he does. Have you heard about this? And every single day he like lives on that agenda. Monday through Sunday at 24/7, he's on that agenda. So that's one thing I learned from him is like keeping track of all of your time, getting things done that's on your agenda. So the number one thing I learned from him is like planning out your day and really sticking to it and staying it from there, which is great. So
following an agenda, key thing.
Right. Absolutely. Yeah.
So you're implementing that in your business. How do you stay on top of like new trends and everything with social media, AI? How are you utilizing that too?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So I think, just me, I'm on social media like 6 hours a day. Because I'm just like, I'm the one that's always seeing what the new trend is. I'm seeing what realtors are posting new content. Hey, that person got this amount of comments. This person.
So what do you look for, Ashley? Like, for the trends? Like, what are some key things that maybe the people that are listening to this podcast right now or watching it that they could go out there and start implementing?
Absolutely. I think, the number one thing I look for is like trending sounds on Instagram and TikTok. Obviously, that always helps our videos do really well. As far as real estate, I always look at, some realtors that are maybe doing a new trend where it, breaks down what it takes to qualify for a home, or maybe do a video of themselves, of them walking through a home, or, maybe a new dance that they're doing, or just any trend. What I always do is I go to the reel section, and there's like a trending part on Instagram on the Instagram reels, and normally it curates what you like or what you're doing. So a lot of mine is real estate. So I'll just scroll on that, and the one that is getting the most amount of likes and views, I try to copy that same thing. So a lot of them right now are these property tours that people are doing, or videos of what it takes to qualify for a home, or breaking down what it how much your payment's going to be throughout the month. Those videos are performing really well right now. Yeah.
Do you hit like a certain amount of, like, for example, $5 million home or $2 million home or a $500,000 home? Like, what is that target?
Yeah, absolutely. Like? Like when a real estate agent signs up for Posting Agent, they give us the price range that they want to stay in. So we try to post that type of content on their page. Yeah.
So in that content, it's around that market. whatever market they're targeting.
Absolutely. Yep.
Got it.
And in their local area as well. Yeah.
So you've also doing it for other businesses as well, right? What are some other businesses that you're helping out now?
Yeah, the other business that we're helping out is like restaurant owners, overall just business owners that have their own business, insurance agents, solar reps.
What are you doing for solar? Because I'm in the solar
So
industry.
a cool thing about solar, what we're doing is, the way that I grew my Instagram on Ashton Real Estate and in my real estate page is that I would go to these local pages that are in my area. So for like example, in Whittier, I would go to the Whittier local police department. Okay. And I would go to one of their posts and they get like about 30,000 likes or so. And I would click on people that like their posts because that tells me two things. First, that they're active on Instagram. And the second is that they probably live local in the city of Whittier because that's where, they're engaging with the local police department. So what I would do is I would follow all those people and go on to their most recent posts and give them a quick like and comment. So what we're doing for solar is that if they're in a local area or in their local farm, we try to find people that are in that area by going to these other local pages and leaving a quick comment and a like or just something nice on their page so that they say, hey, who is this guy? Right? Why is he commenting on my page? Sparks curiosity. Then you get about a 40% follow back rate when you do that.
Wow.
Right? So after 2 months, 3 months, or even a year doing that, you're gonna have a bunch of these people local in your area, and that's how I was able to grow my business in the Ashton real estate space on Instagram. It's like I was just going to all these people in my local area. So we do that for solar reps. We do that every single day. Yeah.
So for a solar rep, do you recommend them to comment from their personal page or to comment from the business page?
It's totally up to them. We have people that do it from the personal page or the business. I always recommend the personal because it comes off more personal. Then you can turn it into business and be like, hey, here's what I do, or here's different things like that. But another great thing that we also do for solar reps as well is that we post onto their Google My Business page if they have one. Okay. And Google My Business, I think, has been super successful for the real estate agents that we have and all of these other small businesses or business owners that we're working with.
How does that work?
Yeah, so on Google My Business is you could post on there. And that's a great way to grow your Google SEO. And, Google SEO is your ranking on Google page 1 or page 2, depending on where, people are searching. And when you post onto Google My Business, we're putting all these different keywords into the post. Right. So, for example, for a solar rep, we're going to put top solar rep, in Whittier, for example, or in Los Angeles, or all these different keywords. And Google's going to see that and now rank you higher on Google as, you keep posting and posting more. So we've taken people from page like 27 to now page 1 or 2, and they're getting real life phone calls from Google or messages from Google saying, hey, I need, a quote, or I want to speak with you. Can we hop on a phone call? So we post under their Google My Business. We help them grow their pages across Facebook and Instagram. And if they need some help just editing some content, creating content, we can do that for them as well. Yeah.
Wow. So so from what I'm getting at is not just posting something, like it's doing the whole marketing thing for them.
The whole marketing them. Yeah. Because imagine having someone that's on your Instagram all day long, just starting conversations with people.
Yeah.
Saying, hey, that's a great cake you just baked, or that looks awesome, or have a fun trip. And it's not even you. You're just doing your other things. You're doing the stuff that you need to focus in on. And we're just taking advantage of everything that we need to be doing on social media.
Got it.
Yeah.
How often do you guys do that? Like for the agent, do you have different packages, or how does that look like?
We just have one package.
One package.
$99 a month. That gets everything that we do for you.
$99 a month.
$99 a month.
Everything that you just mentioned, someone gets it.
Exactly. Yeah. We want to be super affordable and do a really good job of what we're doing. Yeah.
So so break it down for me. Like, let's just say that I signed up for your services. Like, what does that look like throughout the day and then the next 30 days? Like, what do you guys do? Do you guys go to every post, or you guys, because I've heard of some stuff like that you, who was it? I think it was, I forgot what marketing gentleman did it, but he will mention that. He's like, go to the page to like the top 5 people that you wanna connect with, right? Start going into the photos, commenting them, liking them, and then from there you start creating that little conversation.
Absolutely.
Or do you get a list from us, like the top people that we want to target, or do you recommend? Like, what does that look like?
Yes, you could send us. You could send us a list if you want to. But I'll give you a breakdown too of if a real estate agent signed up, and then if a other business owner signed up for our service, right? So first thing that we do is we offer a 30-day free trial. Anybody that wants to try out our service, I'm huge on the 30-day free trials. Like, I want you to see the value in our service before you pay me any dollars, okay? So you're going to sign up for the 30-day free trial. The first thing you're going to do, and this is for the real estate side, is you're going to do a 30-minute onboarding call with our team members. And on the onboarding call, we go over all of your social media with you. So we're going to create you an Instagram if you don't have one, create you a Facebook, a TikTok, LinkedIn, Google My Business, whatever you don't have set up. we're going to set it up for you. And if you already do have it set up, we're going to edit it, make it look really nice and on your behalf.
Got it.
And then as the first thing we're going to do is no matter what area you're in. So like, let's say you're in San Diego, for example. Okay. Well, we have 8 content creators that are in San Diego. And what these content creators are going to do is they're going to go to a bunch of open houses over the weekend and take property tour videos on their phone. And then we're going to use these videos that they took and then post those property tours on your page.
On the San Diego realtors.
On the for the realtors that are in San Diego, because we want to make it seem like they're out in the field making this content without them having to do a single thing. But everyone's gonna be like, hey, where's this property located? What's the price? And we're gonna start conversations for you. And then while we're doing that, we're gonna be going to these local pages and engaging with people on your behalf and commenting on their posts and liking on their posts. That way, every single day, we're posting good content for you. And we're also just getting your name out there by engaging with people, liking on their posts, following them, and just trying to grow your page organically. Okay, so that's what's gonna first happen on the real estate side. And then as far as like a business owner, same thing, you're going to do the onboarding call with us. We'll create all your pages, whatever you need to do, but we're not going to be really posting on your behalf. What our main goal is for you is just to grow your page and start more conversations, right? But if you do need some content to create and made, we could come up with some ideas and post for you if you need it to be. But our main image and goal for these other business owners that are not real estate agents is just to grow their page organically on Instagram, Facebook, and Google My Business.
Got it. So the only difference from the real estate side is that they're gonna get those video tours.
Correct.
So they're gonna get those video tours, and business owners, they won't get that, but they'll get the commenting, growing the social media, LinkedIn, Facebook, TikTok.
Yep, exactly. And if you're like a solar rep or insurance agent or someone that is in a specific space, we do have some content curated to that. So we'll create some videos that will be like informational videos explaining solar or life insurance or auto insurance and things like that. Yeah.
So let's just say that somebody right now I'm gonna pick his brain, man. Right? Let's just say you want to grow your team, right? You're looking for 1099 self-employed agents. Like, what is the first thing that you recommend them to start doing on social media?
Yeah, as far as growing like your team, like if I'm a real estate agent, I want to grow more agents.
Or a business owner, that they have like
anything. Yeah, and they want to just grow on social media. Absolutely.
Life insurance agency.
Yeah. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to people local my area from these other accounts. If it's the local police department, restaurants in my local area.
Start with those, right?
Start with that. Absolutely. I'm following anybody. Oh, and the next thing too is that you get an 80% follow back rate when you go to somebody that you already follow and follow all their followers. Right? So I'm going to go to my mom, my cousin, my boyfriend, my girlfriend, anybody you could possibly think of on Instagram. I'm going to go to their Instagram account, go to their followers, and follow all those people.
Got it.
Because these are good people that you met at a wedding, a quinceañera, maybe you went to college with them, high school with them. And they're not even going to know you're in real estate or in solar or in insurance. And they'd be like, no way, that's Ashton. He's killing it in social. He's killing it in real estate. They're going to see all my property tours. Yeah. So you get an 80% follow back rate. And that's how I got my first ever listing through social media. Is I went to all of my mom's followers and I followed all of them. And then I got a DM saying, hey, I've known you since you were a baby. I got this property I want to sell. I want to give you a shot. Wow. So that's the first thing I would do. If I was a business owner or anybody that wants to grow on social media, I'm doing that first. Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah, I'm doing that first.
Those are key things right there. Yep. So starting with your local restaurant, stuff like that. Okay. Let me ask you this. What are some stories from your clients, like success stories that they've had?
Yeah, I mean, first one that comes to mind that I always tell people about is one of our clients, Kizzy. She was posting a lot of Instagram reels about herself, and she was paying for a videographer to take videos of herself and talking about what's going on in the market. And she was getting 80 views, maybe every now and then 300 views on these Instagram reels. And she signed up for our service, and our first property tour that we posted for her that was local in her area got 312,000 views, all organically on Instagram Reels.
What was the difference?
It was just that it was a property tour, and that's what people. That's the content that people want to see.
But it went from 400 views
to 300,000, and she was like, "Wow, I had no idea how important posting property tours local in my area were until I signed up for you guys." So, and even for myself, when I was in 2021, I spent $14,000 on a videographer taking videos of me talking about what's going on in the market. And I didn't close a single transaction from any of those videos. The only time that I closed a transaction from me posting on social media is when I posted a property tour. And people were like, hey, where is that property located? And then I was able to keep the conversation going from there and then close the transaction. So I was like, man,
So
people
you had a bigger return on that than posting a video you talking about.
Of me talking. And I'm not going to say that those videos aren't important, because maybe that, made somebody reach out to me that I just didn't track that from. But I'm saying, like, if you want to close a transaction immediately through social media, posting these property tours are the quickest way to do that. Because that's, people want to see that content. That's going to make them want to buy that property or buy a home that looks like that, or motivate them to buy a bigger property that looks like the home you just posted.
That's genius.
Yeah.
That's how you're able to create leverage with it.
Yeah, absolutely.
So now, how are you staying on top of all these? Like with AI, are you implementing anything that's gonna support for you to scale your business?
Absolutely. So when we're doing, how I mentioned to you about Google My Business and posting these blog posts on Google My Business, is we're using AI a lot for that. So we could just say, hey, write us 100 blog posts about, solar reps in Los Angeles. Boom. Now we got 100 blog posts, and we're going to schedule that out for you for the next, 3 months, 6 months of what we're going to be posting on Google. So we're helping that a lot. Also just with our like Instagram captions, our TikTok captions, AI is helping us out a lot that way. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
The other day I was in a mastermind, and this guy for solar, I thought it was genius, where they're using Google Earth, and they're able to, with AI, they're able to see all the houses that don't have solar yet. And then they're able to extract all that information, get the customer's name, email, and now they're cold calling from their house. All these customers that don't have solar yet. And they're all doing it because they're looking at the roof, and they're just picking the ones that don't have panels yet.
Genius. That's so genius. That's
it's a lot of stuff that maybe make that with your business. I think that'll be huge for
absolutely
for solar.
Absolutely. Yeah.
What other markets do you want to jump into?
I just want to help out anybody that wants to grow on social media. If they're an influencer, if they're a business owner, or maybe if they just, whatever it might want to be that they want to just grow on social media, I want to help them. Because I know it's a very difficult space to be in, and it takes a lot of time, and it takes a lot of effort. And I want to help out anybody that needs some help. And I think it's super important to be on social media. Yeah.
So, because you mentioned you just have one fee, $99. Let's just say that somebody wants you to be constantly like posting like a lot of hours on social media, commenting on stuff. Do you have other packages for that, or?
We just have one package at $99, but if someone wants like a very unique thing, then they could reach out to us. We might be able to come up with a unique package for them. They could always reach out, and we'll figure something out. Yeah.
Got it. Got it. Sounds good. Yeah. Let me ask you this. For any young man or young woman, right, that they're coming out of high school and they want to get into the entrepreneur space, but they're afraid because maybe their parents or their beliefs mechanism, like what pushed you to be like, you know what, I'm going all in into opening this company, growing it to where you have grown it right now, and you're taking it to other levels. So what can you tell people that are your age right now? Absolutely.
Yeah, I get that question a lot. A lot of people my age ask me that question. So what I always tell them is, just shadow somebody. Find someone that's super successful, that's in your area, or maybe in the field that you want to dive into, and just be their assistant. Work for free. Tell them, I'll do anything you need me to do. I'll work 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, whatever you need me to do, I'll do it. And I just tell them, like, learn the space, and you're going to learn that either you really like it or you hate it, because you're going to mirror that person. Maybe they work too much and you don't want to work that much, or maybe they're super sad or stressed out. Shadow that person. First, realize that if you like it, right, in the first couple months. Then if you do like it and you love it, fall in love with it and shadow every single thing that person is doing and mimic it. Okay? Because that's what I did with Angel and Patty. I mimicked them, and I did everything that they did in real estate, and I was successful. But then what I did is I figured out a problem in the real estate space, is that there was no company that was posting good content for realtors on social media. So then I was like, okay, now I have this problem, and I'm good at real estate, and I'm seeing this success. Let me provide great results for other real estate agents, and let's see how it works. So if you want to create a product around a business or around a community, first get into it. Then figure out a problem that's in that community or in that space, and then solve that problem. Because that's exactly what I did. I didn't even know I was going to do that. I never had an image that I was going to create a tech company and a social media company. I just wanted to become a real estate agent. But then all these ideas started to come, and I was like, hey, well, this company's charging $300 and they're posting not that good content. right? Or this company's doing it. And then I was like, man, no, why is nobody, creating, property tours for real estate agents? That's where,
So you started seeing other companies that were implementing what you wanted to implement, and you made it better? Or?
No, I didn't see any companies that were doing that. So I was like, I was looking for posting agent. I was looking for a company like posting agent. To hire. I was like, I want somebody to go out every single day and make these property tours for me. So I was like, let me just create posting agent. So that's how it all started. So that's my tip is like, I have a lot of friends that are still in college or that went to college and they didn't even know what they were going to do. And they're like, I'm just going to go to college to figure out what I'm going to do. I was like, hey, no, just be someone's assistant that's in a field that you enjoy. And that's going to give you better experience sometimes in college than I think. Like when I was in real estate for the first 2 years, I believe that I got more life skills and business skills through becoming a realtor. I learned personal skills. I learned how to manage my time. I learned how to generate leads. I learned how to have a powerful mind. I learned how to take care of myself. I learned how to budget. That's a lot of stuff that college doesn't teach you. So I tell everybody, just get into a field. Tell someone you're going to work for free, or try to get an assistant job with someone that you enjoy, someone that's successful. And I promise you're going to be successful if you do that. Yeah, promise.
So with posting agent, like, how long have you had that company up and running already?
It's about a year and a half.
About a year and
a half, yeah.
So that's when you left selling real estate? How long did it take you for you to start putting that aside?
So I didn't leave real estate until I hit $15,000 monthly residual for posting agent. So that's when I left real estate. That was the
goal that you said?
That was the goal that I said. And that's also the goal that I told my brother. I was like, hey, if I hit this goal, are we both going to quit our jobs and do this full time? He said, absolutely. So we hit that goal. We got an office, started hiring some people, and just went full blow at it. And yeah, that's
how many houses were you selling before you did that?
I was doing about anywhere from like 25 to 40 a year. And I was also part of a lot of transactions with Angel and Patty. So me and myself about 25 to 45. Yeah.
That was a big jump, man.
Big jump. Big jump. Absolutely. Yeah.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome. Any last words that you want to share with the audience?
No, I think this, one thing I want to share, and the reason why I'm going on these podcasts is that I want to tell you that social media is powerful, and that you could succeed on social media. And if a lot of people come to me and they're like, hey, well, I don't believe in social media. Well, it's probably just because you're posting the wrong type of content and not looking at it the correct way. So my biggest thing is that social media is powerful. You could grow really quickly on there. You could get a lot of business and make a lot of money through social media. So just try it out, stick to it. And
like someone that just got started, and like, let's just compare, right? Like, you have a seasoned agent and you have somebody that just got licensed. Okay. That person that just got licensed maybe doesn't have social media presence or anything. Like, what is the first thing that you'll tell them to start doing right now?
First thing I'm gonna start doing is start posting property tours. Get familiar with your iPhone. Get familiar with posting Instagram reels. Get familiar with editing the property tours. Do that first, right? Post like 6 property tours local in the area. Post some pictures of yourself, right?
Then post them where? TikTok, Instagram, or
TikTok, Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, Google My Business, anywhere you could possibly post them. Yeah.
What is TikTok good for real estate?
TikTok's great for real estate. Yeah, TikTok's we post for a lot of our clients on TikTok. Some of them are getting 600,000 views, 300,000 views. It's as you know, it's completely random on TikTok. Sometimes the algorithm will just pick it up. But I like how I said before, the most trending real estate content that we're seeing is property tour content, because that's, at the end of the day, that's what people want to see. They want to see that mansion. They want to see that cool condo. They want to see that fixer upper. They want to know what it takes to qualify for a home with a property tour in the background. So first thing I'm telling any new agent to do, post property tours. Yeah.
So how about like the way that they're putting the captions, the hashtags? Like, does that matter a lot or not really?
Yeah.
I've watched a lot of videos where before they will tell you put a bunch of hashtags. Now it's like if you have more than 3 hashtags, like the algorithm is gonna push it back. It's not gonna.
Yeah,
I
always say, like, just make the caption as easy to understand as possible. Just like, hey, check out this property tour in this area, boom, boom, boom. And I always just put three hashtags. I always put like real estate, realtor, and anything else I could possibly think of. Like maybe the For You page, FYP, or something like that. Something that's trending on Instagram or TikTok. You could see the trending hashtag. So I'll just pick one of the top ones that's like For You page or For You, something like that, just to throw that in there.
Got it. So no more than that. Cool. Yeah. So there you have it, guys. If you guys want to go ahead and get in contact with Ashton. Make sure that you guys reach out to him directly. We're gonna post his information on below, so like that you guys get in contact with him. How can they follow you on Instagram?
Yes, you can follow me at Ashton Real Estate.
Okay.
And then you could also follow Posting Agent. It's just Posting Agent. And if you want to check out our website, it's just thepostingagent.com, and that will have all of our info of what we do, and you could sign up for a 30-day free trial there.
So 30-day trial, then $99 a month, and he's gonna help you grow your presence on social media organically. He's gonna post for you. He's gonna comment. Man, that's a no-brainer right there.
Yeah.
That's for $99.
Yeah.
That's something that if you're an agent, if you're a business owner, like I'm definitely gonna jump into that, because that's right now social media is everything. Like again, if you're not exposing your business, you cannot be a secret agent these days. Everybody needs to be knowing, especially if you want to farm correctly. And I think what Ashton just shared with us on getting into the conversations with the police, the police stations, the Chamber of Commerce, all these local businesses, where now you create that presence for you. And that's amazing, man. That's how you're able to scale in your local market. So thank you so much for being here, man. Make sure that you guys comment, share this video with someone else, and see you guys on the next one. Take care.
Thanks. Yeah.